are here. Derek, where are you? What's going on?
No. This is so crazy, man. I was like rushing and rushing to get here on time, and I freaking got lost. And here I am en route. I don't know. I think this is the I-95 going towards the George Washington. So I'm close, but I said, you know what? Let me park on the on the side of the freaking road so I could do this because I'm like nervous and
Yeah.
I don't want to get into an accident. So I'd rather just pull over and keep it real with you guys and do it this way in my car. Look, mira lo carro.
No, and you know what? And it happens, and it's good that we're here. Tenemos mucha gente que te está mandando
I'm so
saluditos.
sorry to everybody that is like waiting for me. I didn't. Yeah,
Pero,
traffic.
you know what?
There was so much traffic.
And it happens, and it kind of has to do con lo que nosotros siempre hemos hablado acá, from the first couple of shows. Es que, you have to adapt. You have to adapt. You have to innovate. You have to, make things happen. I think we're making it happen today.
Yeah, definitely. No, I didn't even have Zoom, so I had to do Zoom, and oh my God, this is like is hilarious. And then te cuento. So
Dale.
then I'm going the right way. I'm like, okay, 15 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I'm not gonna be too late. Then some freaking guy calls. Oh, this is a credit collector. Dike, Derek Lopez, can I have either your birthday or I said, excuse me?
Oh my God.
I don't know you. And you want my date of birth, or is one of those, that they call you to try to make believe that you owe and then they scam you. So because of that, I won't curse. I took, instead of going straight, I made a turn because, the phone call, y ahí, mira, me perdí.
And that
I'm
happens,
here.
man. We're here. Tenés la gente que te está mandando saluditos. Diana Pérez está diciendo, there's that smile. Hi, Derek. Still waiting here for you. We love you.
Thank you, guys. I'm wondering how you guys doing, preparing for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so para
sure
contarte.
You're buying your things already. What?
No, para contarte que la gente estaban preguntando si vos tenías un turkey recipe, and we actually showed them, which we're going to put the link in the description. By the way, that turkey looked really good. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was very good. And I even have a cranberry sauce video.
Nice.
That I'm reaching for water. I even have a cranberry sauce video how to make cranberry sauce from scratch. Is really easy, so you guys could look for it. The pernil is there también. I mean, I got you covered from Coquito, but no, you're not gonna make Coquito. You're gonna actually buy Coquito from Flaco Coquito, which is our guest today. She's actually been patiently waiting. So I don't know, do we want to go straight to her?
Yeah, we got her on. There we go. We got her here.
Okay. So yeah, this is actually my good friend. I love Cynthia. She is an entrepreneur. She is a mother. She is an amazing friend. And I love her product, not because she's my friend, because most of you guys know that I was gonna say sofrito, that Coquito is a lot of times very thick and like super sweet. So I that's not my favorite. So Flaco Coquito is, to me, it's not as sweet, but it is strong. So I
we
love
got
Flaco
Cynthia.
Coquito. I love Cynthia, and here's Cynthia.
Hi, Derek. Hi, Leo. Thank you so much, guys, for having me on. I'm really grateful and appreciative to be here today.
Hold on.
Can you hear
What
me?
did I do? I
you're
wanted
good.
to see you on the screen, but I guess I can't, Leo.
Hold on. Now you'll be able to see her. And of course, and now it changed it on my side, so it says that you're Cynthia and she's Derek. But no, go ahead, keep going. I'll take care of my side. You're fine.
Okay. No, I can't see her. I'm seeing Los Radio.
Okay, so but she's there. We have the Flaco Coquito on there.
As we try to figure this out, I'm going to pour
Okay.
a glass
Oh,
of Flaco Coquito.
Cynthia. I am jealous right now. I'm so jealous because I can't drink and drive, you know? Mm-mm-mm.
So this
How are you,
bottle,
Cynthia? Welcome.
thank you so much for having me. So this bottle, what I did was I actually put it in the fridge for like 2 weeks.
Okay.
They got, because you know coconut fat is a healthy fat, and then with any fat, when it gets cold, it solidifies. So if you put it in low temperature for a long period of time, it'll just get thicker and thicker and thicker. And so it's like that nice consistency that you want without all the sugar. And I didn't have to add. Normally, I add a little bit of honey, a little bit of agave. I didn't add anything extra to this because the thickness and the cold and the rum, and you could taste the cinnamon already and the vanilla. It's not overpowering. It's very light.
Yeah, I like your coquito especially because of that. But I always like to sip on my well yours. I find your coquito is strong.
Yeah.
So I like to add some ice and put some nice mellow music, a little candle, and sip on it, you know? So
Yeah.
it lasts me. But what I really like is that it's strong,
Yes.
you know?
And the reason why it's strong, Derek, is because we don't use preservatives in our product or any chemicals, but we're sold in liquor stores. So how we preserve our product is through the alcohol. So we're at the highest point of alcohol. We're 15% for liqueur, which is very high. Normally liqueurs are 8% or 12%. But we're at
Oh
15%.
wow, I didn't know that.
Yes. So we have to be strong in order to keep the organic coconut and all that, fresh.
You go. So for viewers that don't know, the if you haven't visited the restaurant is on 34th Avenue, and so Cynthia actually opens up an account right next to us. About what is it, 3 blocks away?
Yes, it's 34th Avenue Wine and Liquors. It's 2 blocks away from the Freakin Rican. They're really great. They're retailing the product at $23.99. So
Oh
it's a great,
wow.
yes.
Oh, I need to go there and get my
I
discount.
know. I know, because
Twenty three
normally
ninety nine for
20,
organic coquito.
yes, because in the city it's about 27. It ranges about 27, 28. So they were selling it for 23.99. That was an excellent price.
Not bad. I meant to go today, but as you can see, look at me. I'm in a freaking highway. God knows where I'm at. You know, hopefully a deer won't pop out at me. You know, but this is keeping it real. Pero mira, Cynthia, how did your company get started? Like, how did it come to your mind? You know what? I want to do this. I want to do this in a big way. How did
Yeah.
that start?
Well, for me, the spark was when my grandmother passed away in 2009 from diabetes and cancer. So when she passed away, being Puerto Rican, it's all around abuelita, her coquito, making her
Yes, it is.
pasteles, everything. So when she passed away, the holidays just, honestly, it just wasn't the same, Derek, at all without her. My mom went through a depression for a couple of years. And I was like, you know what, mom, we need to start celebrating. Culture is very important to us. And my grandmother was so into it every holiday season that we couldn't just let it die out for our children.
Right, right.
So my mother agreed. And I made the coquito healthier for her too, because at the time she also was battling cancer, and she was a diabetic. So I lowered the sugar content and I removed the dairy, and
Oh, okay, okay.
everyone loved it, and people didn't even know. So
Right.
my mother enjoyed it. It gave me this motivation to, like, a little light bulb went ding. And then of course I was a huge fan of Bethany Frankel, Skinny Girl Margarita. So I was like,
Okay.
why not a Puerto Rican version, Flaco Coquito? Like literally just
Hello.
like that.
Yes. With your sassy self.
I was like, you know what? So I branded myself in 2012. I started doing a lot of nonprofit events. I used to work in finance. So for me, giving back is like a big part of Flaco Coquito, and being part of the community, the arts community. But within that year, while I was branding myself and doing what I wanted to do for the company to take it to the next level, my
Right.
mom got sicker, and I started taking care of her, but still not letting the brand go. And then
Okay.
in 2015, when she passed away, I took a little bit of a break, but then it kept calling me, like, information to go back to entrepreneurial school, training programs. All these things started calling me and pulling me out
Right.
from where I was.
To almost make yourself better.
Exactly. So all these messages started coming to me, and I decided to, you know what, continue to pursue it to the next level. And then in 2017, after we found a distillery and went through all the process that we went through, we finally hit the market. And we hit the market. Our first event was at the Mercedes-Benz event. And I
Okay.
had people drinking coquito in June in the summertime.
Yes.
Nice.
We
Yes,
infused
because you
with,
could drink coquito anytime. It's
yeah,
like is a coconut liqueur, you know? You could drink it
exactly.
anytime.
Exactly. And with Flaco Coquito, because we don't have dairy and because it's a lighter consistency and it doesn't have a lot of sugar, you could play around with it more, right? Because you can always add sugar to something, but you can't take it away. So with the bar and with the events, people really enjoyed making different cocktails. And
Right,
since
right.
Mercedes
And
Benz,
I'm sorry to cut you off. Do you have, like, let's say our audience right now is watching and they have a bottle of your Flaco Coquito at home. Does your website have like different cocktails that they could learn?
absolutely. We have tons of different cocktails on the site. And also, if they have any questions, they can always contact me. Like I make coquito, I can make coquito a thousand ways, but the reason why I picked Flaco Coquito, the basic, what I sell now in the stores, is because I wanted a base of organic coconut. It's so hard. Everybody keeps going to the cans. Remember when we used to make coquito back in the day with our big grandmothers? It was with
Yeah.
real coconut.
Oh
It
yeah.
was
Nothing was out of a
natural.
can.
Yeah. So now
No.
everything is just the quick way, and I get it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
a lot of my customers, my Puerto Rican customers, my Boricua customers, they use this as a base to make how they like their coquito, because everyone has their own taste, their own little secret recipes. Some people add grape juice, some people add lime juice, pineapple, orange. Everyone has their own little, twist to what they do and
Right.
the spices that they use.
So mira, Cynthia, another question that I was thinking about, did it, because I'm sure people watching right now probably make their own coquito. You know, everybody and their mother makes coquito.
Yes.
But since we all make the coquito, why hasn't so many people actually made it legal?
Right.
What was it very expensive to do?
It's expensive. I would say you could start out with like $50,000 because you need to have a chemist. A chemist will cost you around 10 to 20,000, and that's on the low end. And that's if the recipe they agree on it. If you guys agree on it the first or second or third taste, you're good. After that, it starts costing you. And then
Wow.
of course finding a distillery, getting your licensing, and then of course marketing and branding yourself. You know.
Okay.
So, but
Who just walked by the camera?
what I suggest to
Is
people,
that your daughter
where? Oh,
in the
Natalia.
mirror?
Oh, Natalia. Yeah.
So funny. Get out of the screen, girl. No, no. That is that is so interesting. Yeah, because I find everyone kind of does it, but you don't really see people in liquor stores. So
Yeah.
that's why I asked the question. So you actually did something that I would think is quite challenging, because that's why there's not so many other competitors, maybe
Right.
I might say, right?
Right. And it's, I think for me, I think it's just it was like this motivation when, like, then my father passed away in 2018. So for me, it was a motivation to do this for my family. There was a passion and purpose behind my bottle and why I wanted to do it. I wanted to keep tradition alive. I want people out there who go through the things that my family has gone through, dietary restrictions and all these things, health problems. I mean, people who could drink, obviously, because it has,
Right, right.
but to have the option to be able to drink it. I had a professor who was diabetic and he didn't have coquito for 20 years, and he
Oh,
actually cried because it brought him back to
oh
that
wow.
time. And
Wow,
so
wow.
just the possibility of opening your mind to something different and knowing that we're so creative of being Puerto Rican. We really are. We're creative, beautiful, supportive people. And I feel like we could take anything and make it
We
into
make
something fantastic.
something out of nothing.
It's so
You
true.
know, when you say that, it brings me back memories of my uncle when Hurricane Maria happened. You know, it was a crazy time in Puerto Rico, and my Theo was collecting rainwater, because he's old school. So while people, some people would panic, you know, Puerto Ricans are very, very resourceful, you know. Um, Now, Cynthia, in this whole journey of you, creating this brand and getting it to liquor stores, what would you say was the most challenging part of this whole journey for you?
I think the most challenging part, and to be honest, wasn't having that, like having my family, like my mom and my dad, because you have to understand, my mother was my best friend. She was someone I spoke to a few times a day, and she was my support my whole entire life. So not
Right, right.
having her and be able to talk to her was the most difficult part, because it would get me down, and I would get depressed thinking of not having her around. Before, when I had my mom and my parents,
Oh
and
my God,
everything,
stop it. You're gonna make me cry.
when I had
Yeah.
all
No,
my
but because I
family,
didn't expect that
true.
answer. That's a beautiful, beautiful answer. You would want her to see you doing this, you know?
I wanted her to be a part of it. And I know she is spiritually, but like in my life, everything that I've done, my mother's always been there. And I've always been this positive, energetic, go to person. And I'm still that person, but there's times where realistically, I still get that I miss my mom thing, you know?
Right, 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 right. And well, obviously she was your motivation.
Yeah.
Now, has anything with your business changed with everything that's going on with COVID?
Oh, absolutely. So when my father passed away, we did the production in 2017. We sold out in a few months. Everything was great. We had Coquito in the summertime making it with wild hibiscus and everything, right? So the
You're
fall,
also, I'm sorry, you're also in a couple bars and a couple restaurants, no?
and a couple of bars and restaurants. So in 2018, when we shut down, we stopped the production. Then we did a new production the end of 2019 into 2012. I mean 2020. So now we're
Okay.
going into 2020 with a new production, and we started selling to B2B, which is directly to bars and liquor stores. And then the shutdown happened in March. So when the shutdown happened in March, we couldn't make any sales. We couldn't leave the house. We couldn't do anything. So for a few months, we were sort of shut down. But what I did was, I didn't allow that to happen. Get it? I didn't allow that to happen. I contacted one of my accounts, one of my bar accounts, and it was Bar Crudo and Chela in Park Slope. And
Okay.
the owner, Ronnie Jalamino, him and I are friends. And I said, let's create a cocktail where we could attract people to go. And
Right.
so we took his white sangria, which is delicious house-made sangria, and we combined it with Flaco Coquito. Now you have coconut
Oh
sangria,
wow.
and people were
Oh
loving
wow.
it. So
That's a
with the
nice
coconut
twist.
sangria, he made these great cocktails with fermented pineapple. I mean, he really went in. So with all these
He's
different cocktails,
like a mixologist.
he's a master mixologist. So he did so many wonderful things with Flaco Coquito, and we ended up being on CBS News because of it.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
That did you ever expect all of this success? Like what did you what did you expect?
Well, I don't see I don't really have the expectations like that. I set goals because we don't know what the environment is going to be like. And to be totally honest with you, there's so many of my friends, and I've lost a friend. There's so many people that have lost people this year. And so it's about being sort of prepared at this point, because while it was happening, we weren't prepared, right? And
Right.
we were
Yeah.
just trying to figure things out. For me, I was part of the Hispanic Chambers of Commerce Let's program. So it's the Latina Entrepreneurship Training Program. And being a part of that and these group of women and networking with other women in business really helped me stay focused and also think of different ways to work together and create collaborations and try to figure out this new environment and to do businesses in this new environment. Because
Right.
honestly, this new environment is horrible for small businesses. Like, we're being really attacked right now because we can't move around. And so
And
it's,
so we I mean, I'm sorry.
yeah,
It is quite tough because you can't move around. But I think at the same time, like what you were saying, it's a great opportunity to
yes,
link up
yes, link
with
up
other businesses
and
and
connect,
help each other. So
help each other.
it's
Yes.
almost I'm gonna do like a 180. So it's almost what I feel is going on with society and with I'm so jealous right now. I so would love a drink
Yeah, me
after all
too.
this stress. But I feel like, especially with the COVID, I feel like now is when we need each other more to talk, to unite, to help each other. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing as in business. You know, a lot of businesses are being so affected by this. So I'm so happy to hear that even through this, you continue to get new accounts. So congratulations,
Thank you.
Cynthia.
Thank
And
you.
so now, where can people find out where your product is,
So
where to get Flaco Coquito?
absolutely. If they visit flacocoquito.com, please register on the site. We have all the accounts listed there. And if you have an account that doesn't carry Flaco Coquito, you could request us. Go to your local liquor store if you can and request Flaco Coquito, and you'll be surprised how many accounts we got that way through people. I mean, people have been so supportive to us. We're so appreciative to be part of the Freakin Rican familia and, of course, the Flaco Coquito familia. We've been like, everyone been coming onto the site and registering and interacting with us. It's such a beautiful family to be a part of. So thank you so much for your
Well,
support, Derek.
we love you. Our fans love you. I
Thank
love you because, like I said, you are a single mom. You know, you have three kids. You know, you work really, really hard, and you're passionate at what you do. And of course, you keep it real con la tradición, which is very important because I feel the generation coming up right now is not knowing how to do pasteles, not knowing how to do coquito, and this is something that our great grandmothers we're so passionate about. So thank you so much, Cynthia,
thank
for
you.
your time. And I believe Leo is going to put up a link
Yes.
where to find Flaco Coquito. Again, to all of you watching that come to the restaurant, if you're coming to pick up a Thanksgiving meal or any meal, the liquor store on 34th Avenue, I believe it's 3 blocks away from us, carries Flaco Coquito. So you don't have to be without it. Okay. So thank you so much,
Thank
Cynthia.
you.
I love you.
I love
And
you.
if you could give one piece of advice, so this will be like the final, if you could give one piece of advice to our audience, maybe that would like to do something themselves, but maybe they're a little afraid or they feel that they may not have the right finances, what piece of advice would you give them?
I would say brand yourself. You don't have to have the money to brand yourself. Pick a name of something that you really want to do, something that calls you, and secure it across the board in all platforms, all social media. Even if you don't use LinkedIn, even on LinkedIn, get the domain, brand yourself, get all the email platforms, every name on that, and just start branding yourself. Being customer service is the one way to custom. You know that, Derek. Showing your face, letting people know who you are, going out there, letting people try your products. And there's so many different events that support. And so visit smallbusinessadministration.gov, sba.gov. They have so many different programs and free training through that program. And also there's different programs in Manhattan. So if you guys are interested, just hit me up at flacocoquito.com, info at flacocoquito, and I'll send you some of the programs that I was
And
involved
she will, because FYI, for your information, Cynthia actually sent me to school. She sent me to what was it, the SBA?
fast
Which
track,
one was it?
fast track.
Fast tracked. And it was an amazing experience because for those of you that don't know, you go and there was, my class was about 8 9 different entrepreneurs and what they were having challenges with, what was going good for them. So basically, it just taught you structure and a business plan. And it was so helpful. And being in that environment actually made me feel like I was doing a good job at what I was doing, because I was one of the few that was actually making money, doing really good. But definitely the SBA is very helpful. They have a lot of different programs, and
Yes,
they're free. So take advantage of it.
absolutely.
Um, all right, Cynthia, I love you. Thank you
I
so
love you
much
too.
for coming on to Keeping It Real with the Freakin' Rican.
Thank you,
I
everyone.
love you, baby.
Bye, Derek. Thanks for having me.
Mwah.
Thank you, Leo.
Okay.
Bye.
You know,
Hi, Cynthia.
eh,
I can't believe I'm still
you're still there.
so
No, but
I am actually excited because it's 6 now. I think I gotta drop off these pasteles to you, Leo. I have them in my car.
yeah. So, and we have a couple of people here that have been with us, mandándote salud and everything. We are reading all the messages. There's a whole bunch of messages that we'll get to.
Can you tell me some?
Yeah. So, Miss Jelly wants to know what is the toughest thing about doing the podcast?
Being can you see? I'm in a
That was a softball.
I'm in a I don't know. I keep on looking when I see bright lights. I'm like,
Mhm.
yeah, are the cops gonna come and be like, hey, what are you doing? A podcast.
No, but you know what?
I like the lighting.
Yeah, right. It does great.
What's the hardest thing doing a podcast is being vulnerable.
Hmm.
So that is the hardest part because this is something that is new to me. So I'm not a master at it. And then I have viewers, watching me. So you open up, to be
Hmm.
criticized, to be judged. So the hardest part I would have to say is to be vulnerable. But yo no le pongo mente a eso.
Hmm.
I get it done.
There you go.
Because if you think about that, then you'll never do what you want to do because you're always thinking about what the next person thinks.
One of the things that
So vulnerable.
Cynthia said, it's not about having expectations. I just set
Yeah.
goals. I think that that's an awesome thing that we get. If we take anything away from today, it has to be that. También
Yes.
tiene Lefty K wants to know if the pasteles that you guys make, do they have chicken or are they all just pork?
Yes. No, you could actually request them. You could when you place your order,
Hmm.
there's a space on the bottom where I believe it says like comments.
Okay.
There you could actually request, oh, can I have, chicken? And we'll do it for you.
Nice.
In December now, after Thanksgiving, we're gonna start doing the yuca pasteles. We only do a couple masas, a
Hmm.
couple batches of the yuca because they don't sell like the guineo.
Okay.
So we'll do maybe, I don't know, 24 dozens of yuca
So, but
this week. Huh?
texture wise, what's the difference between the yuca one and the regular masa one? Or is it
Well,
just?
juca,
Mhm.
juca, I feel is like kind of like I don't know if it, like like gummy
Okay.
ish kind of. Not. I love juca.
Yeah, yeah.
I love juca alcapurrias. I love juca pasteles. But but I feel the majority of people always want guineo.
Okay.
So that's what sells most. But my favorite, I love juca. I love juca, but alcapurrias, I eat them, however, because I love them any which way.
Of
They're my
course.
favorite.
Melissa Zapata is saying she's making sofrito. She's making your sofrito as we speak. So there you
Oh,
go.
okay.
She's getting a double
She
dose
is
of
getting
Derek.
ready for the what? Is she making pernil? She's
Eh,
probably gonna put some on the pernil, on the arroz con gandules.
well, I mean, you could put that on anything, right?
You really can. You
Okay.
do. I mean, we do. We cook everything in the restaurant. We cook with our sofrito, our sazon,
Mhm.
and our adobo. Literally,
Yeah.
almost everything.
Yesenia C is saying yes, yuca are delish with like
Yeah,
four
they
H's.
really are. So now you guys know that you could place your order. After Thanksgiving, we'll have the yuca pasteles. I need a little chapstick, guys. I'm sorry. So mira, you
Dime.
know, Leo, what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to ask them what they were doing for Thanksgiving. Are they keeping it at 8 people? At 10 people?
Mhm.
What how they going about that? How do they feel about that?
Yeah, so if you guys haven't seen what's happening, especially here in the New York, New Jersey area, they're trying to keep up to
A
a
cap.
maximum of 10 people. I don't know, man. When you start looking at Latin people's family, like just the immediate family, like 32 of us. But you guys can let us know right on there what
Una paranda.
of course.
Everybody con el guiro, las maracas. It's like a party, you know?
Paola
10
Dupuy saying
people
6
is
people is what they're gonna have.
like
So
6
keeping it
people.
small, yeah.
So I always ask myself when I hear that, so sometimes I ask, does COVID come after you when it's 11 people?
Of course. It's that last
Does
person that walks
COVID
in.
know? And so sometimes I find that a little weird how it's like 10 people. If it's 11, COVID is after you. But if it's 9, you're good.
Yeah. Well, come on, you know that's what
So
it
it's
is.
kind of like I don't know.
No, but you know what? And it's funny because we were talking about our parents and grandparents. We could be okay, but we still have to watch out for them and be careful for them. Because our bodies could take them, but maybe theirs. They've seen some things.
Right.
You had a lot of people here again. They were asking about what you guys cook for Thanksgiving. You had a couple of people that are already looking for your recipe. Okay.
Oh, good. I mean, Thanksgiving. I really don't know what we're gonna do. I was thinking of maybe stopping by my sister's.
Nice.
For a little bit. My sister's really not a big Thanksgiving person. She'll cook up a chicken or a pernil. Simple. She's very simple. So normally we go to a cousin's house.
Okay.
But this year is not. It's not very normal. So usually in the cousin's house, there's about maybe 30 of us.
Yeah.
And, that's the cousin from Victor's side. So Colombian, so agua al diente.
Oh, I love aguardiente, bro.
Yeah, aguardiente. So it's like a shot and a shot and another shot. And it's like, it's so much fun, and it's all like family and everyone brings a dish.
Yeah.
And that table is full of like 30 different plates, which is like amazing. So this year is going to be, of course, a lot different. But really what matters is that, you're with someone that you love and that you're not alone.
Exactly. By the way, Paola, again, she's saying that drink is awesome. And she says, thank you, Leo, for pronouncing my name correctly. We try. Catelles is saying, yes, Derek, COVID does come after 10 p.m. So.
Oh, after 10.
Yeah, after 10.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's another one. That's another one that sometimes gets me because now, obviously as being, a business owner, you think and you say, why I gotta close at 10?
Exacto. Like it's 10:05.
Why can't I stay open till 11?
Yeah.
Does COVID come at 11:30 or 10:30 or so? Sometimes like those things I don't quite understand because what's the difference between 6 and 8?
Yeah. And you know
there's
what?
really no difference.
Yeah.
I feel as an entrepreneur and as a business owner, I need to try to make my money because there's so many restrictions now that how are you going to survive?
Yeah. No,
so it's a little challenging and I just always, I'm dumbfounded by kind of that like, you can stay open till 10, not past 10. So I know COVID comes at 10.
Yeah, and we talked about it on other episodes, which you guys can go ahead and check out.
Did you see in the news? Yeah. I was watching the news yesterday, and some guy actually started a business from selling Cuomo's face. And you could put it like at like your door, like like Cuomo looking in to see how many people you have for Thanksgiving. It was hilarious.
I like it. By the way, people are saying the party always starts after midnight. Yeah, you can believe that.
You know it. But of course, I mean, I say this. I don't want people to think that I'm saying not to be safe. I mean, I live my life by caring about others,
Mm-hmm.
you know, taking care of myself, taking care of others, and but at the same time living my life, because
Exacto.
tomorrow is never promised. You know,
Yeah.
no one has a ticket, you know, saying that I'm gonna be here for whatever time. So, you know, if you could hug a family member and you could love them, do it today, because tomorrow is never has never ever been promised,
Exacto.
COVID or no COVID. So, you know, that's how I, you know,
No, and you
deal
know
with,
what?
that's me keeping it real.
Of course, but that's what we're here for. You know, that's what
Yeah.
we're here for. If you want a cookie cutter answer, you know, I don't think this is the place that people are gonna get that.
No,
You know,
no, 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 no,
you
no.
have Juan Rodriguez is saying saludo y buenas noches desde Irvington, New Jersey, to both of
Ah,
you.
thank you, thank you.
I placed
How are
my
you?
order of pasteles and sofrito and adobo. The works, and I
Oh,
feel like
okay.
a kid waiting for my present. So,
Well,
I,
today I believe shipping, I think we shipped maybe like 70 packages today.
nice.
We won't be shipping tomorrow because, you know, Thanksgiving, the post office is closed.
Yeah.
So we shipped out today. Hopefully your order is in that batch. And then everyone else's will be shipped next week. So tomorrow we're going into the restaurant to do another like 1,000 pasteles. Pretty much every week, we make about, I would probably say about 2,000 pasteles
Wow.
every week.
And
Every week.
and even people, you know, here, Jasenia saying that she made your pernil and it was perfect. She's already ready for the next one. So hey, you must
Oh,
be doing something
thank
right
you.
there, Derek.
Thank you. It's so nice because I think, when was it? I think it was like last night or the night before. You get these amazing messages of
Mhm.
people like, because of you, you know, I'm cooking more. Thank you. You remind me of my grandmother, or, you know, my grandfather. So it's really nice that what you do really touches people. So
Yeah.
I'm really happy that I'm able to teach you something, and that I'm of use, you know.
Hmm.
So that makes me happy. Thank you to all of you for the wonderful messages, because I do read them.
No, of
Sometimes
course.
I don't have so much time to reply because there's so many, but I'm gonna work on that.
No, and you know what? And it takes time because again, it's not only that you're just sitting here, you know, on the side of the road right now at 6:13 in the afternoon, you know, but you know,
Literally.
on your day off, you've been running around, you've been moving, you've been going
Yeah,
here,
I
you've been
did
going
compra
there.
today. You know, we got a whole bunch of cases of bananas, obviously.
Hmm.
We, you know, we had an open call. A lot goes on. You know, then you do your personal thing. So
Then
it's
some guy
not
calls
easy.
you and now you're late.
Yeah, yeah, because traffic, you know, you
Uh-huh.
never expect so much traffic.
Yeah.
But of course, at like five something, you know, four something, there's so much traffic in the city. And then freaking these con people calling you to
Yeah.
try to tell you that you owe the IRS, and then you take the wrong turn, Imira.
Yeah. No,
I'm in exit 68. I don't know where. I'm going towards the George Washington.
I know
So,
exactly where you are. Just go
oh,
straight
oh,
and make
oh,
a right. Yeah, I know exactly where you are, and I know where you took the the wrong turn too. It
did
probably
you?
took
Oh
yeah.
no, because let me tell you, it was like from 15 minutes, it
Uh-huh.
went to like
Yeah.
30 minutes, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I was about to cry. I said, I have to pull over
Mhm.
now because people are, you know, people waiting.
Yeah.
So
No,
I said,
and
you know
that's what
what? Let
we're
me let
and
me
that's
do
what
this.
we're here for. You know, that's what we're here for with the people. You know, because again, it, you're keeping it real, right?
Yeah,
Right now, you're on the side of the road. You know, we're
hello.
telling them what it is.
It don't get any realer
Yeah,
than this.
we're not gonna cancel on you guys and not say, hey, we're not doing this. No, you know, we're
Right,
on
right. That's
here,
what I didn't want,
of
you know, because
course,
I don't like to play with people's time. And so I was driving and I was like nervous, and I said, you know what? I mean, I gotta do this now
of
because
course.
it's just gonna get later and later. Pero mira,
Dime.
Leo, I want to let everybody know. I hope they tune in, or I'm gonna ask the question: have you been tuning in to Dancing with the Stars? because we have one of our own. She's a Puerto Rican actress. I think she was on like 6 Feet Under. She was on Jane the Virgin. What was that show you like, Leo?
She was in oh my God, I can't. It's on Netflix. Two of
With
us.
Rita Moreno.
Yeah. Oh my God. What? Ay, Dios mío.
Maybe somebody
Victor,
knows the
help
name.
me.
Maybe they'll tell us.
By the way, Victor saying Juan, the pasteles en sofrito en adobo en sazón were shipped today. So he should be getting them.
Damn.
1 day at a time.
Wow.
There you go. Thank you,
That is
Jasenia.
customer service.
There you go. Jasenia,
616.
one day at a time is the name of the show.
Oh, yeah. So she's on Dancing with the Stars. She's doing amazing. So her name is Justina Machado?
Yes. Machado, I think it is. Yes. Yeah,
Yes,
Machado.
yeah.
Justina
So
Machado.
if you guys haven't watched Dancing with the Stars, you need to tune in, call, and vote for her. And I don't say vote for her because she's not good.
Mm-hmm.
She's freaking amazing.
By the way,
she is
Daisy
really good.
Daisy Rivera, she loves Dancing with the Stars. Can't wait for Machado. She's going to vote. Yesenia también. She is fire.
I think she's going to win.
Well, I pulled up something here from Entertainment Week, Entertainment Tonight, Dancing with the Stars. Justina Machado says she hopes her authenticity will help her win the Mirror Ball.
I think she's going to
win. Do you think that us as Latinos, that little sazon, that little flair, like kind of shines through in everything that we do?
I just think you could tell when someone is authentic.
Okay.
And what I get from watching, I feel like she's authentic and she's really trying. And you could tell that she's trying because she's just good.
Yes.
And of course she has like that sassiness that, that, I don't know.
I got to actually,
that's just like, wow,
I got to meet
she's
her.
Really,
she's
really
like
good.
She's like a little thing, but she's fire and she's good. And again, you guys got to tune in for that. By the way, people are already saying text Justina to 21523 to vote. So there you go. Let's vote right now.
No, es que you know what? No como Latino, pero como ser humano, we have to start trying to support each other a little bit more, and not be so judgmental towards each other. I think now in the time that we're living, I think we need to be a little more united. I think so many things divide us that we need to concentrate on just loving each other more and accepting each other. You may think one way, I may think another, but we could still love each other, and I think that's what we need to start doing, and just supporting each other, not knocking us down.
Of course.
So I voted for her, and let me tell you, I've watched Dancing with the Stars a couple seasons ago. I have never voted for anyone, but I was like, I'm gonna vote for this girl. And then I think you could vote like up to 10 times.
Yes.
So I think you keep on just out of writing Justina 10 times and you send it. So let's see if she wins.
Well,
anything new happening with you, Leo?
So we're moving. We're actually looking at some things. Here at Los Radio, we're always growing. We're looking for people. I was telling the people when we were on before, YouTube doesn't let us put any copyrighted music because then they'll take the videos down. So what I was telling them, if they know anyone that is making music or they have their band and they have a song, que la manden. And we'll go ahead and play it on Los Radio, and we'll go ahead and play it before the shows, because you need that salsa in your life,
Right.
And
right,
el que tiene YouTube no me gusta. 369 Dark Knight is telling you, what up, Freakin Rican? I am a brother from Philly, and I want to thank you for sharing your culture with me. I have fallen in love with your cooking and recipes. I have made several things, and it was all perfect.
Thank you.
And he didn't
that's
know
what I do it for.
He didn't know he could also buy food from you. So you know what?
Oh, yeah.
I think 369 is going to be order some pasteles. There you
Hello.
go.
We have, right now, I think we had, I forgot how many dozens to ship, but yeah, it's every day is like more and more and more. And look, let me see. You see, I'm a good, mira, seatbelt.
That's good. That's good.
On the podcast. Hold on. Oi.
So this could be a safety podcast too. So there you go.
That this is Leo's pasteles. Leo
Oh
was like, mira, my wife wants some pasteles. So I was like, oh my, mira dónde están.
yeah.
So yes.
There's a reason for your wrong turn. Go with the flow and be safe always.
Oh no,
There you
always.
go.
You know what? Sometimes when things I've learned,
Hmm.
I mean, I've learned this a long time ago. I don't know if you guys have learned, but there's always a purpose, there's always a reason. So it could be something bad, it could be something good. There's always a reason for things to happen, or else they wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of walking through the madness to finally find your peace,
Hmm.
so I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. So I'm here in this car, pulled over because that's what I had to do. I could have gotten into an accident, or rushing, or like, so I said no, no,
No,
mejor no.
and
I'm gonna do it right now.
that's the thing, especially we were saying before, that tomorrow it's never guaranteed. You have to enjoy today. You have to enjoy the family that you're with.
You
Even
have to.
even with the holidays coming up, I think, me personally, if you have somebody that maybe you haven't spoken to, hey, give them a call, man.
Yeah,
Give them a
yeah, yeah.
call. Check up on them. Make sure como estén.
Definitely, definitely. Don't hold grudges.
Yeah.
I mean, now with this whole COVID, it's so challenging. People are so afraid,
Hmm.
and I will tell you that fear is lowers your immune system. Fear
Yeah.
doesn't allow you to do anything. Fear is not good.
Hmm.
Because you
Yeah.
you want to try something new. Ay, tengo miedo.
Yeah.
Ay, que si esto pasa, que si lo otro pasa. So what happens? You never try it.
Yeah.
So nothing good so much comes out of fear. You
Hmm.
know, you have to love,
Yeah.
and you have to let love lead you. You know what I'm saying? Um,
I love that,
but
man.
but yeah,
No, and you know what? We have people here that have been with us since we put since we started the broadcast at 5 o'clock, and they were with us, and they were
Oh
sending
my
you
God, thank
love.
you so much.
And I think at the end of the day, people do see what we go through. But again, if they're able to take anything
We're
away,
human.
yeah, of course. And if
We're human.
take anything away is don't be scared, man. Tirémonos.
No, no, no.
Tirémonos.
Oof,
Let's make something happen.
my
Um,
God, that
yeah.
bus passed, and I was like, woo, like earthquake.
Cri-
No, but yeah,
Dime.
I'm gonna touch on this, and I'm gonna leave you guys because I do want to get. I'm starving. First of all, mira como I've done everything today,
Hmm.
and I didn't eat. Okay, I went. I did groceries. I ate a little egg, something in the morning at 6:24, and I haven't ate. Because I've
Hmm.
been like on. So
Yeah.
now I'm gonna go. I'm gonna order something. I want to relax, see my Dancing with the Stars. But what I want you guys to know again is that tomorrow is never promised. So don't wait for tomorrow to do something, because tomorrow is never promised. Go out there and do it. Just like Leo said, if you haven't spoken to your brother, if you haven't spoken to your mother, if you haven't spoken to your friend, stop holding grudges. We are not perfect. We are all trying to do, we really are trying to do the best that we can with what we have, with our circumstances, and what we know. So
Hmm.
always there's a story behind everyone. And so we have to think about that and be a little more, I don't know what's the word, but stop thinking about so much you, in a sense,
Stop being
and say,
selfish.
wow, you know what? This person is maybe like this because X,
Hmm.
Y, and Z. You know what? I'm going to put that to the side, and I'm going to let them know that, you know what? Maybe what you did was wrong. I'm upset, but I love you. You know, because now more than ever, people need that.
Yeah.
People are very alone right now, you know, and for what?
Yeah.
For what? It doesn't make sense. So we have to learn how to love more and accept each other and stop knocking each other down.
Dude, you can't add anything else to that.
You
It's
can.
awesome. No, and it's
But
true
I
though. It's
love
true.
you guys. I'm here. Hopefully, I'll get home soon. I think I will. I'll put the GPS.
Don't pick up any phone calls.
Oh yeah, tell me about it. No. I hope you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
Thank you again for accepting me as I am. I'm not perfect. I just I always challenged myself to do new things, and I'm not afraid of doing that. So I challenge you today to do something that maybe will make you uncomfortable. But the more you do it, the less uncomfortable you'll get, and the better you'll get. Just like you'll see, this is episode three.
Four.
When you go to episode four.
Yeah, we're in episode 4.
Four.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I gotta
Oh,
keep the
you're
list.
counting the negative one.
Yeah.
So,
No. Okay. Yeah.
when we're at episode 50,
Uh-huh.
you'll see the progress, but you have to start from somewhere.
Exacto.
So I hope that at least I show you that you have to start from somewhere. Okay? I love you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Love your family, hug your family, and just spread love.
Your catchphrase. Y nos vemos.
La vida es mejor with what? With a freaking Rican. Con un buen sabor. Bye, guys.
Nos vemos.